up guys, my name is Shakira Jonay and welcome to my channel where I make videos about my journey to live a happier and more productive lifestyle. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the 5 daily habits that I've adopted that are really changing my whole entire life. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. The first habit that I do on the daily basis, and this is a pretty recent habit that I've implemented into my routine, but it is waking up earlier. I was having a problem with feeling like I just didn't have enough time in my day. I just felt like, by the time I started getting up and getting going, I would have something to do or I would have to go to work, and I just didn't have any time for myself to do the things that I wanted to do. I decided I was going to wake up earlier because I made the observation that I had a lot of wasted time at night. Basically wasn't doing anything productive. I would be watching TV.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by.
On my phone, on social media, Netflix. So I decided instead of staying up late, I was just going to switch it and go to sleep earlier and then wake up earlier in the morning. So that's what I've been doing, and it's really made a difference. I feel so much more productive. I get a lot more done in the morning because it's a fresh start to my day, and it just feels really good to get up early and knock out the important things that you have on your to-do list at the beginning of the day. Most people, your motivation and your energy levels are highest, of course, in the morning. You haven't had any friction throughout the day. It's a fresh morning, a fresh start. So you're more likely to do the things that you need to do if you get them done first thing in the morning. One tip that I will give you to start slow and gradually wake up earlier. So the way that I did it was that I started at 9:30 because I was waking up at like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, just really late. And staying up all night. I started to set my alarm at 9:30, and I did that for a couple months. I did that for like 2 or 3 months because my circadian rhythm was just like way off. And then after that I went to 8 o'clock, and I did that for 2 to 3 weeks, and then now I've pushed it to 7:30 where I'm waking up every day at 7:30, even on the weekends. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think this is a good time for me. You want to make sure when you're doing this, trying to wake up earlier, you're doing it every day. Even on the days that you don't have to work, like Saturday, Sunday, you want to make sure you're still getting up at the time that you're trying to make your regular wake up time, because you want to make it a habit. So once you make it a habit, it's really going to become second nature. Now I wake up at 7 o'clock without an alarm clock. I just wake up. I still have my alarm set, but I usually wake up like 10 minutes before my alarm. That's my first daily habit that's really been changing my life. The next daily habit that I've implemented into my routine is doing some form of physical activity first thing in the mornings. This type of physical activity is not anything strenuous, so it's just something to get the body moving, get the blood pumping and flowing throughout your veins, get your senses ready, get your brain ready for the day, just to wake your body up. I prefer to do something very light, like walking. So I will take a nice 10-minute, maybe 15-minute walk through my neighborhood while listening to a podcast or an audiobook or a YouTube video or something of the sort. And I find this really enjoyable because I'm not really walking to work out. I'm just walking very leisurely. If it's a day where I can't, go outside, maybe it's raining, then I will do yoga in my house and just do some light stretching. It just varies from day to day, but I just make sure to get some type of movement going on. It's just kind of telling my body like, okay, it's time to get up, it's time to wake up, you're moving now. Before, I would just try to wake up and go into the things that I had to do for the day, and I would just still be feeling very groggy, and my body would just still be in like rest mode. So this is just something that just wakes me up and gets me ready for my day. So that is habit number 2. So moving on to habit number 3. Habit number 3 is writing things down and planning my day. So I put those together because they kind of go hand in hand, but it might sound simple, but I was the type of person that I didn't write anything down, and I did not plan my day at all. I would just say, okay, I think I have to do this, this, and this tomorrow, and then when I woke up, then I would just be like, what did I have to do? And I would really just forget everything that I told myself. So I have started to write things down. It's not always actually writing it down with a pen and paper, but just putting my ideas down somewhere, whether it be on the computer or on my phone on an app, something like that, to write down my ideas and my plans for the day, maybe the next couple days, maybe for the whole entire week. Sometimes it varies. So that's a habit that's been very beneficial to me, because I found that I was getting very overwhelmed with trying to do so much. Waking up in the morning is a very crucial part of my day, and I like it to be as frictionless as possible. So when I woke up and I really just didn't have any particular direction and I was trying to remember, I just really had to put a lot of thought into what I was going to do for that day, and it kind of overwhelmed me and made me just not want to do anything. So writing down what I need to do for the next day, it allows me to just wake up and look at my list of things that I have to do and just do them and get them done. So that is habit number 3. And I also want to mention the apps that I use to plan my day. So the 2 apps that I've been using for the most part is my Apple Calendar, and I've also been using Notion. And what Notion is basically a project management type of app that lets you create pages and projects. Basically, I just organize my whole entire life. If you want to see a video on how I organize my life in the Notion app, then let me know in the comments down below. And of course, I'll definitely make a video about that because I think it will be very helpful. But yeah, those are the 2 main apps that I use. And I also use my just basic Apple Notes in my phone. That's very useful for if I just have random thoughts or ideas. So habit number 4 is limiting my social media use. And this one has definitely been changing my life, because if you haven't seen, I posted a video. My last video was about how I quit social media for a whole entire year. Now it's been easier for me to limit my social media use because I did go 1 year without social media. I'm not saying that that's something that you have to do. You know, if you're not addicted to social media like I was, you might have to just limit it and not use it for the day. But it might be helpful to take a period of time, whether it be a couple weeks or maybe a month or 2, to just not use social media at all, and then it will be easier for you to limit your social media use going forward. One thing that I do to help me to stay off of social media so much is to not download the apps to my phone. So the only social media apps that I have on my phone really is mainly just YouTube is what I use like on the daily basis. For some reason, I'm just able to have more self-control on YouTube and not just mindlessly scroll throughout the day. So the 5th habit that I've been doing on the daily basis is reading. When I was a child, I used to love reading, but as time went on, got older, live our lives, and sometimes we stop doing what we once loved. So what I do is I try to listen to nonfiction books through an audiobook service like Audible or something like that. It's not sponsored, I wish it was. And I try to actually read like a physical copy of a fiction book. I find that actually reading fiction books is basically a form of entertainment that's not just so mindless as the other forms of entertainment such as social media and TV and things like that. So you're actively using your brain to read the words and process the ideas and what's going on, and you know, you're using your mind to imagine the story that the author is trying to portray. I've really been enjoying reading fiction books as a form of entertainment. I've been trying to make it a habit to read at least 10 minutes every single day, and most of the time when I say 10 minutes, I usually exceed that time. Setting small goals helps you actually adhere to your bigger goals, but that's more about, you know, specifically how to build a habit, which I'll probably make a video on that on my channel in the future, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Another reason that I like to make a habit of reading is that I like to read at night because it helps me fall asleep faster, because as you guys may know, the light that's shining in your face from using a phone in a dark room can really affect your circadian rhythm, really just throwing off your sleep schedule. So I like to put my phone down at a certain time and then pick up a book and just read until I feel like my mind is wandering off into dreamland. It's very relaxing and very peaceful. And then also, of course, like if you look at any interview of any successful person, they're gonna say that they read a lot of books. So that's just what successful people do, and I want to be a successful person, so that's what I plan to do. Those are the 5 habits that I've been implementing into my daily routine. I've been trying to stick to doing them every single day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm probably going to make a video about habits and the psychology behind habits and how to build better habits. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and give me a thumbs up, because that really helps me in the YouTube algorithm and I would really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.